Murat Gassiev brutally knocked out Kubrat Pulev brutally in the sixth round. Lost every single round previous. Comes in with, I think it was a beautiful lead took and finished the fight. You know, went to the body, brought it upstairs, and that was it. That was it. It was a brutal shot from Gassiev. He was getting. I'm I was going to say pieced up. He wasn't getting pieced up. He was getting outboxed, beaten to the punch a lot of the time. But round by round, he was closing the distance and he was getting closer to Pulev. He was getting more convincing. You know, rounds 4 and 5, he was more convincing. I still think he lost the rounds though, but he was convincing, getting close to Pulev, landing some decent body shots as well, which I think was something. But he was still walking in a straight line right into the straight shots of Pulev though. That's the thing. Um, but he set up his shot, he set up his knockout shot, and he got the knockout. So all that's kind of irrelevant now though, to be honest. Gaziev's got the win. It's definitely better for boxing that he did win. Pulev's 44 bloody years of age, and he was doing well, to be honest. You know, I will say though, the speed difference was very clear to see in Gaziev's favour. You know, Pulev was active, much more active, especially with the jab. But when Gaziev threw combos to the body, or if he just threw out a quick something, because you know what Gaziev was doing is, you know, round per round, round by round, he was kind of throwing he had like one or two very quick bursts with, you know, throwing a decent 3-4 punch, very quick combination. um uh, he was mostly just walking into the jab a lot, but he did have his burst and the speed difference was very clear, and you could tell the speed that Gazia was able to get his shot off as well. You know, that shot, if it's hitting anyone's knocking a lot of guys out. And a 44-year-old Kubrat Pulev, of course, definitely was never going to be able to get up from it. But what I do respect from Pulev is that every time the guy's put in any sort of danger, he's there smiling away, even though he was on the floor. Basically, you know, didn't know where he was. He was there with a massive smile on his face. Um, so you got to respect the hustle of how he's able to keep on doing that every single bloody time. Fair play. But no, I think Pulev's got to retire now. I think that's safe to say. Yeah, he was winning. He was looking all right, but again, like talks of him fighting a Talma or a Wardley, like no, it's just not gonna end well for you at all, mate. It wouldn't end well for Gaziev either. I think a Talma and Wardley both smash him. If Pulev was able to get the success that he was against Gaziev, most of the Talma's gonna be coming in at all kinds of different awkward angles all night against Gaziev, won't be able to handle it at all. Wardley will just be able to line him up onto a great shot as Gaziev just walks right onto it in a straight line. You know, that's what's going to happen. Wardley's just going to line him right up onto it. But again, you know, Gaziev showed at heavyweight any punch can change a fight, and that's exactly what happened in that Kubrat Pulev fight. The big thing is though, like you do question, was he actually building his way back into it anyway? Like if it was gonna go the distance, let's say, did Gaziev take that fourth and fifth round? There's arguments. I don't think he did enough though, and I think he took too many shots in the rounds. But again, his bursts were good with quick combinations, which judges favour. And Pulev was just active with the jab. But again, the straight shots from Pulev, the straight right hand was very good down the pipe. Um, but he looked like a 44-year-old man in there. He looked like a good, solid 44-year-old man. But he looked every part of his age. Every single part of his age he looked in there. But again, fair play, because he's been going on for a while and this was a big fight. He's been getting his main events and he's been doing well for himself, you know, a big main event in Dubai. He would have got paid very well for that as well. So yeah, and again, he was doing well till he got knocked out, and that could be why he might not retire because he was doing well till he got knocked out. And he's like, "Oh, I just got caught. I just got caught clean." But you're 44. got knocked out by a one-punch knockout. You know, he's got to retire. But Gassiev, Atalma, Wardley, I guess that's what's got to happen next. He didn't really have lows going for him before this fight came along, and it did. He's got himself a regular belt. There we go.